Okay, were you chosen because you look so much like David? Was that part of the casting process?
I mean, I don't think it hurt my chances. As soon as I walked into the callback room, I even had my hair a little like David, like up and to the side, and David looked at me, and then he looked at the producers, and they just started laughing. And I was confused, and they told me I thought I did something wrong, but then they told me I just looked so much like David, and it was really heartwarming because I knew that my chances were better at getting the role, obviously, but that also we like kind of have a connection as father and son. I think that's really cool.
Are there mannerisms of his that you look at and you say, "Oh yeah, I should use that. I should do that."
Yes. I when I got the role, I kind of took a deep dive into looking at David's character from the original show, and I was looking at things he did, things he did with his hands, things he like ways that he talked, um, weird geeky stuff he did, things he did with his wand, and kind of copying things that David did and using them to create this new character.
Sure. How familiar were you all with the series? Had you all watched it before, or was when this came around, did you say, "I better watch these shows and see what this was all about"?
Yeah, I mean, I had heard of it, but I hadn't really ever watched it until I got the role, and then I wanted to watch it, so I watched it and the whole thing in like a month. But I mean, I wasn't really sure about my character Milo. I didn't know if he was super smart, not so athletic, I was kind of in the middle of my character, and when I watched the show, I kind of took a little bit of inspiration from Max. I felt like Milo could be like a Max type character. And with David Henry's advice on how to say stuff and, my own personal aspects that I put into my character, that's how I kind of formed Milo?
Taylor, what about
Yeah.
you? You a fan of the show, or where did you sit?
I hadn't even heard of it before I got the audition, but I did watch one episode during the auditioning process, but I only watched one because I didn't want to get too influenced by whatever it is that I saw. But when I did get the role, I am on like season 3 now because I've just watched it so often.
And same with you, Alkaio. Did you watch it then after you had gotten the role, or what?
Yeah, I didn't really have any screen time or TV as a kid, but when I became an actor, it kind of forced my parents to let me do some research. And yeah, whether that's watching the show, I could usually convince them to let me watch a movie by saying, "This person's like my character. Maybe I could use that." Um, but yeah, no, I didn't know it existed until I got the audition and looked it up and watched a few episodes. When I got the role, I really started looking at it and found out that it's a great show I didn't know existed. That
I
was
love the idea that you can get to see movies by doing research.
Oh
That's a,
yeah.
I am going to use
Uh-huh.
that. So this is the way of doing it. How are the special effects in this? Because I see, your pants, your head. How do how do they do all that? Is it a long process? Is it a long day when you're doing special effects?
It's definitely longer because we have to like pause, reset, put stuff in. But for sometimes, like when it was just the pants and the shirt, we had a really fun time because we had to put on a green screen suit actually, so that we could just blend in. So I think it's so much fun though to be doing like an effects show because it's just so amazing to see like what's going on. And also, I'm not a big like scary movie person, but seeing all this and seeing the effects, what happens like when there's a monster on set and how they do it, how they control it, it really helped me. And now I like scary movies a little more, so it's kind of helped me venture into that. I just think it's so cool to see like how it works so well.
Remember, it's research. That's what you're doing when
Yeah,
you go see a scary movie,
research.
right? I'm using that so much you can't believe it. What does a wizard need to be? What are the qualities of a wizard?
Well, I mean, there are all kinds of wizards. There's like a Justin type wizard where he's very follows the rules, gets good grades on all his tests, And then there's a Billy kind of wizard where she kind of uses magic recklessly and mostly for fun. But you have to be able to make the right decision in a hectic moment because you're the person that needs to help, and you got to be able to make that decision that's gonna fix the problem.
Do you get to pick wands? I mean, are there like, is it like Harry Potter's bunch where we all have a choice of wands or not?
I don't know if that's ever been filmed. I think that's more a question for Janice, who plays Billy.
Yeah.
But I think she did feel a special connection to her wand because she named him Bobby.
Bobby.
Wow, even a name. That's
Yeah.
good.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Bobby's nice.
Bobby's
Taylor,
cool.
is Selena a role model for you? And what was it like when you actually had her on set?
What happens if the answer is no? No, sorry.
Well, the thing is, they actually filmed the pilot without me. So,
What?
yes, I have yet to meet Selena. However, I'm sure I will eventually meet her, and I am excited to eventually do that.
They were restraining.
So guys, come on. What was she like then? Are you filling her in all the time saying, oh my God, you got to remember this. This is what we know about her.
Yeah, Selena was so I mean, we all have great things to say about her, but she's so chill and she's always there for us. If we needed something, if we had a problem, we could always ask. And she was there to make it the best experience possible. Now Max.
Sorry, no, it's fine. I just like you couldn't tell if she had one Instagram follower or like 500 million. It's just she was so relatable and so nice. She was like, if you ever have a problem, you can just call. She was just so like her and David just helped so much to get into the role and get into the show and feel comfortable on set.
So how many times have you called her?
Well, the showrunner said once Selena left the room, he said, make sure your Selena problem is actually a big problem. Like, don't call
Good
Selena and be
answer.
like, you know where my Doritos are, Just keep it to like problems. And luckily, I think it's great. David and Selena have created such a great environment that there haven't been many problems. So
Well, when you call her, will you let me know? And please, Taylor, we've got to have that experience. So fingers crossed for you. Okay. Thank you guys so much and great good luck with this. I hope it's a huge hit.
thank you,
Thank you.